RCWA.
KD8SO, AV8MO, Echolink is about as stink-free as possible. You sound good there, Nick. This is AV8MO.
That's on the net. KD8SLG, clear.
Nick, you're coming through good on Allstar as well. Through DV switch. Okay.
KC8FQB, KD8SLG, thank you, Mark. Do appreciate it. We'll see you on the net as well. KD8SLG, clear. This is KD8SLG. We'll be linking up to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker net for the next 2 hours or so. Dustin, KD80PC, has the first hour. KI5OZZ, Nancy, has the second hour. You're welcome, not only welcome, but also encouraged to check in with both NCOs. And that starts at the top of the hour. Ask everybody to please stand by while I link us up. This is KD8SLG, clear until net.
You're clear, KSFQV.
KG4OYS. KD5ENU. KR4DCR, in and out.
Stand by, guys. The net's about to start, and we don't take early check-ins on Wednesday. KD80PC. Good afternoon, and welcome to the N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD80PC, and I'll be net control for the first hour today. The Boredom Breaker Net meets every day at noon Central Time on the RCWA repeater, Allstar node 49562, and Echolink N5XQK-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, just stand by, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linking with our friends in Arkansas, Virginia, and various other repeaters. We ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit. Make sure you let everything drop so we can hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic. Stations waiting to check into the Boredom Breaker Net. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
November Uniform, KD5ENU, Gill, Claremont, Oklahoma.
This is Kilo Charlie 8, Mike Romeo Charlie. The name is Bob in Oakwood Village, Ohio.
W8WK.
KC8, KC8FQV Mark.
Lynchburg, Virginia. November 5, Golf Lima, Oscar, N5, GLO, Bill, Oakhurst, Texas.
KE8OWX, mobile, Akron, Ohio.
All right, let me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it. We picked up KD5ENU Gill. We have AB8MO Andy in the mobile. We have QC8MRC Bob. I have W8KOC Fred in the mobile. I have KC8FQV, the northernmost mark. I have K4OYS Kevin in the mobile there. N5 GLO Bill on the front porch. KI5HB Greg and KI5VV Miss Judy. I have K8OWX and Tim, I got you in there, but Bill doubled with you. Would you come back with your call for me, please?
Yeah, Dustin, it's Kilo India 5 Zulu Delta Foxtrot KI5ZDF.
All right, very good there, Tim. We got you on the list, and we'll get back to you. All right, I've got a few mobiles here, so let me get started with them real quick. start with Andy at the lunch table. AB8MO, take it away.
All right, Katie at EPC, this is AB8MO. Portable middle field on Echo Stink. Actually, it's working pretty good. No packet loss, at least on the receiving end. So it's working about as good as it could possibly work, I guess. So it's actually a lot better than it used to be. I don't know, a year or two ago, before they did some upgrades, the lag was terrible. I mean, 3-4 seconds, and you know, you get a lag of maybe a second now. That's actually pretty good. So, boy, is it a gorgeous day. We got the windows, we got all the doors, we even got the delivery door open here in the back for the shipping truck. We got all the doors and windows open here, and it actually feels really nice today here in the shop. But I understand it's going to get a little warm. But hey, that's okay. I'll take another blast of summer because we know what's around the corner. Leaves are already starting to change up here in County. It's mostly green. Gives some hints of color already. So I'll throw it back to you there, Dustin. We'll call on the Beacon Net tonight. Katie at DPC. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Well, thanks so much for joining us, my friend. Have a great rest of your afternoon. Yeah, Echolink has gotten better. I'll tell you, though, I ran this net for well over a year on Echolink. So you just got to make sure everybody's got a little bit of time and all is well in the world there. So we'll say 73 for now, Andy. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you again this evening. All right, let's jump on over to Fred in the mobile. WA8KOC, take it away.
KD8 EPC and the Boredom Breaker Net from WA8KOC. Dustin, my good friend. And Nick, just Nick behind the curtain there. Thanks for taking my check-in. I sincerely appreciate it. I know you got a lot of stations that check in throughout the net on your hours, so I'm not going to hold you up. I will say Echolink seems to be doing really well, and I appreciate the chance and the opportunity to say good afternoon to you. You take good care of yourself, pal. We'll look forward to talking to you maybe this evening. Who knows? KD8 EPC 73 to you and everyone else here on the Boredom Breaker Net, WA8KOC.
All right there, Fred. Well, we'll say 73 to you, and Echolink is certainly treating you pretty well, too. You're sounding real good. It's always a pleasure to hear you. Enjoy your day. Mobile safely out there, and we hope we do hear you again this evening. We're going to say 73, and we're going to jump on over here to Virginia and talk to Kevin now. KG4OYS. How you doing, Kevin?
KG4OYS in the group. Well, I'm doing okay. Wanted to clarify, earlier when I gave my call letters, I wasn't trying to do an early check-in. I know Wednesdays y'all don't do that, but I was making sure everything was connected and operating properly, and since we're not supposed to dead key for that, I gave my call letters. You know, station identification, if you will. But it is partly cloudy here in scenic, beautiful, and really toothless Lynchburg, Virginia. But it is kind of cool and dry, and I will absolutely take that 9 ways to Sunday. You can guarantee that it makes working outside a lot easier. That's all I really have to say. You know, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. KG4OYS, you'll have a great day, and you have a great net, my friend. I always enjoy talking to you.
All right there, Kevin. Well, wonderful to hear you out there today. It's a pleasure to get to hear you. And, boy, it sounds like you got some wonderful weather. And, yeah, no worries there. I was just giving you all a hard time at the beginning there. So great to hear you, my friend. Have a great afternoon, and hopefully we'll catch you down the log real soon. All right, we got one more mobile here, and this is another good one. K8OWX. Thomas, how you doing?
Well, good afternoon, Dustin. We're doing okay. We're just almost to a meeting down here in New Franklin, and rarely get to check in here, but did hear your check-in or your sound check earlier, and before you disappeared, I was going to say you sounded indifferent, but no, you sounded good. You're sounding good. You're doing a good job here, and appreciate it. So we'll give it back to you and sit back and listen. KE8 to OWX.
All right there, Thomas. Well, thanks for taking the time to stop by and visit us today. It's great to be able to have you actually check in on the net. And, yeah, you know, we always do that sound check because you never know. You move one thing and the whole thing might sound totally different. So great to hear you. Always a pleasure, and we hope to catch you down the log real soon. Good luck with your meeting, my friend, and we'll say 73 for now. All right, we're going to go back to the top now. Let's see what Gil's got going on. KD5 ENU, how you doing?
Yeah, I do pretty good. Not a bad day out. Nice sunshiny day. And I guess fall is pretty close to coming. It's real cool during the morning times. And but anyway, what else is there? I'm computer surfing. Going through see what I want or what I need or what I even don't need. But anyway, I'll get out of here and turn it back over to you. You got a list going, and you have a good day and a good net. KD5ENU, back to net control, 7-3.
All right there, Gil. Well, good to hear you out there. Now, you be careful with that computer internet surfing there. They'll get your credit card, and then all kinds of stuff you didn't want shows up. So that's how it goes. Hi. Great to hear you, my friend. Have a great day, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's jump back on over to Oakwood Village here and talk to Bob, KC8MRC. How you doing today, Bob?
KC8MRC, Bob in Oakwood Village. I'm doing just fine there, Dustin. I have to agree with Andy up in Jaga County that it's fall temperature and there are some signs of early color changes on some of the trees around here. Hope everybody is doing well and hope everybody had a wonderful Labor Day weekend. And with that, I'll say 7-3 to 1 and all and talk again next time. This is KC8MRC.
W8WKY.
All right there, Bob. Well, great to hear you. And I will agree also, the weather is absolutely phenomenal. When I ran out and grabbed lunch a little while ago, I decided after the net, I'm going to go cut my grass, and I got to go cut another fellow ham's grass that I cut. So I'm going to enjoy the weather and do that today, and all will be well in the world. We'll say 7-3 for now, Bob, and we hope to hear you again there down the log. And we're going to jump over to the northernmost mark, KC8FQV. What's going on?
Well, KC8FQV, not a lot, but yeah, we made sure the coast was clear over in Oklahoma earlier. I said, hey, it's 4 minutes, 58 minutes after the hour. Nick is going to do his thing. They're going to connect. He had it connected, but maybe he did check to see it was cleared because there was no traffic over there. It was good. But yeah, I got to go out. I'm going to take the hedge trimmers, stand them straight up, and walk along the edge of the lawn. And anything hanging out on the driveway, it's going to get clipped off. Yeah, there's a few there. There's a few limbs that they're encroaching. So they're going to no longer encroach when I'm done. We did one already the other day. Right where the culvert goes under the road, the pipe goes under the driveway. And there was a tree. It was growing the limbs and whatever. So I got rid of that one. It was getting into the way. Yeah, they do that. And this is the first time I've really seen this occur. So I don't know what the story is behind why these trees are doing that. I guess they're getting bigger and bigger. And as they get bigger and bigger, they move out. Well, I move them out. They get moved out when I saw them off, and they get moved out. But yeah, I'll go eat something too. So let's send it back to the net. KSFQA, and catch you on other nets today. Throughout the day, I'll stop at net, and we'll stop back tonight for the beacon net. So let's send it back to net control, KSFQA.
All right there, Mark. Well, don't let those trees encroach on you. We'll say 73, and we'll catch you down the log. We're going to jump on over here to Texas and see N5GLO. Bill, how you doing, and how are things on the porch? Oh, maybe we missed him. Let's try that again. N5GLO. Bill, are you out there? All right, nothing heard. We'll come back to him here in a minute. Let's jump on down here and see what Greg is doing. AI5HV. How you doing today, Greg?
Good afternoon, Dustin, Nick, and everyone else on the net. This is Alphandia 5, Hotel Victor, Greg, and Broken Arrow. Hope you guys are doing well.
Well, Greg, it's my day off, and it's going to be beautiful weather, and I've just got a couple of chores to do, so I certainly can't complain. How about yourself?
Well, I think this is going to be a long day. I had, so, you know, the watches, they measure activity these days, right? And so the Apple Watch measures the stand hours for the day. So I have 13 stand hours for the day already.
Oh, man, that does sound like it's going to be quite the long day.
Well, we had a little problem with the toilet and our master bath last night. The filler valve kind of decided a mind of its own and was just running water free down in the toilet. And then it turned out, so I tried to shut off the water down there on the feed line running to the toilet, and the needle valve is on there, wouldn't shut off the water. So, of course, I didn't have the parts to fix it last night, and so needless to say, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night messing with that, but I did manage to go by Home Depot first thing this morning and get the parts and get the thing fixed. But man, it's just 12:16 here, and I'm already tired.
Oh man, plumbing issues are the worst. You know, I'm not a big plumber, but I keep a box of extra shark bite fittings around the house just in case. And most of the pipes here are the same size, so I've got 2 different size caps. And worst case, if something happens, I will just cut the pipe and cap it for the night. Because I have had some plumbing issues, but we replaced all of the plumbing in my house. I had polybutylene, and that stuff would just, you look at it and it would leak, or it would leak and burst for no reason. So that's why they outlawed it. So a buddy of mine come over here and crawled under, and we replaced all the water lines with PEX. They're all PEX now. So I haven't had any plumbing issues since, and that's been a blessing. But I'm glad you got that fixed, and hopefully maybe you can take an afternoon nap, huh?
That is definitely what I'm hoping for, and I will say that the presentation at the Broken Arrow Amateur Radio Club meeting last night went pretty well. It was a topic. I was involved in a live stream broadcast with Bridgecom Systems last Thursday, and so last night I did a presentation for the Broken Arrow Club at the monthly meeting on that same topic, which was expanding your DMR code plug using Excel to include analog repeaters, Brandmeister talk groups, TGIF talk groups into your code plug.
Very nice there. Maybe one of these days we'll have to catch up and chat DMR. I've got a Anytone over here. really the only time I've ever even talked on DMR is just experimenting after I got it a little bit, but otherwise I haven't used DMR a whole lot. But sounds like you're having a lot of fun with presentation projects with it.
Yeah, well, it did turn out pretty well. So with that, I know you got lots of people to get on the net here. So, but I just want to stop by and say hi and say thank you for proxying in Judy, Kilo India 5, Victor Victor Echo. She's at the dentist right now, getting some has a cap on one of her teeth that had a problem, and it was getting cavities underneath that cap on her tooth. So she's there getting that taken care of, and so I'm sure she would appreciate some prayers. But with that, I'll say thank you, Dustin and Nick, for all you do for amateur radio, and blessings to you and blessings to everybody out there on the net. This is Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor, and I'll turn it back over to you.
All right there, Greg. Well, wonderful to hear you, and best of luck to Miss Judy there. We hope she gets her stuff taken care of and has a good rest of your day, and I hope that you get that nap again. So we'll say 73 for now, and we'll catch you down the log, and that brings me to the bottom of the list, as it were, and we're going to talk to Tim, KI5SDF. Good afternoon. Take it away.
KDA, TBC in the net, KI5ZDF. I switched over to RF. I think I'm within sight of the repeater. Am I making it okay?
Kilo Charlie 5, Foxtrot Mike, AC5 FM, over.
Stand by there, Lloyd. We got you. We're talking to Tim here, KI5ZDF. Tim, you're sounding just fine. Go ahead.
Okay, I got confused. I thought maybe I was on the wrong frequency there for a second. Okay, let's see. Today, I thought I was going to be real clever, and I had an appointment this morning. I took the whole day off from work, so I thought I'd go to my appointment and have the afternoon off to myself. But then they called me from the church and said that some part of the network wasn't working. One of the buildings isn't connecting. And I went up there just now thinking, oh, something got unplugged. And it is a rat's nest of cables. There is new equipment that I don't recognize. I'm like that Gandalf meme in the cave where he's like, I have no memory of this place. None of this stuff makes sense. It's not what I installed years ago. Something's changed, and nothing's working. So I have no idea what cable goes where, and I'm frustrated. So I get to go home and get my network testing tool and come back and probably spend all afternoon on it. And so the Lord, had a joke on me. I thought I had the afternoon to myself, but I get to work. That's all I got. Dustin, have a good net. KI5ZDF, back to net.
Oh, man, Tim, that reminds me of this picture I saw on Facebook, and it's just this guy sitting in the middle of a room, tangled in a bunch of Ethernet cables, and he's just standing there circling the Ethernet cables, and there was no wire management. It was quite the rat's nest, and none of it made any sense there. So I wish you luck. I hope you get it sorted out, and I'm sorry you had to go back in and do that in the afternoon instead of get to enjoy your afternoon off. So such is life, I suppose. But we'll say 73, and good luck to you there, and we'll catch you down the log real soon. Let's see. We have a couple we picked up out of the blue screen. We have KUIB John, KC5FM, and KI5SSR, but this is KD8 EPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. We're going to open it up for another round of check-ins. So stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo 5, Oscar Sierra Bravo, K5 OSB in the mobile.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu in November, Joe and Willowicka.
Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu, KI5, OZZ Oz, Tags, Oklahoma.
W3ATV, Whiskey 3 Echo Tango Bravo, mobile.
me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it. Here's who I've got on the list, as it were, and I missed a couple there, so if I missed you, you're going to have to come back for me. I picked up KD4YVV Jeff. You're really, really noisy, but I got you. K5OSB Lloyd, I got you in the mobile. K8ZIN Joe, I got you. KI5OZZ Miss Nancy, and then after that, I think I picked up Javen W8UA in the mobile, and Eddie W3ETV. Who did I miss?
Uniform Alpha. That's Echo 3 Oscar Uniform Alpha. Ready for us.
All right, that last station that tried to check in with the Alpha there at the end, I didn't catch anything you said. Go ahead and key for a couple of seconds, then give me your call a couple of times phonetically.
This is Victor Echo 3 Oscar Uniform Alpha. Rudy, Toronto, Canada. Go ahead.
All right. Thanks so much, Rudy. We got you that time. Sometimes these linked networks kind of cut you off, and all I caught was the very end the first couple of times. So, Victor Echo 3, Oscar Uniform Alpha, we got you on the list. All right. We're going to go back up here, and we've got a couple of mobiles, and then Bill N5GLO will get back to you. We're going to start, though, at the top with K8UIB. John, take it away.
K88 EPC from K8UIB. Good afternoon, Dustin. Everybody out there on the net. Just want to chime in this afternoon and say hello as I'm working away here in good old Hartville, Ohio, making that $5 dream happen a nickel at a time. Hi. Well, guys, we are halfway through a short week, so that's always a great thing, and working for the weekend at this point. With that, you guys, just want to say thank you, Dustin. Thank you, Nick, for getting me in, you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get back to work here. This is K8UIB. I'm going to hand this back over to Net Control. 7-3, y'all.
All right there, John. We'll say 73, and we'll flick a couple of nickels in the jar there for you, and we'll catch you again down the log real soon. Have a good rest of your day there. Don't have too much fun at the Big W, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's jump on over to Lloyd now on the mobile. K5OSB, how you doing?
AD-ADPC in the mist. K5OSB, hello, Dustin. Thanks for running your hour today. And hello to Nick behind with the thing there, punching on the keyboard. Just wanted to jump in and say hello. Haven't talked at all. Out here in the mobile, the wife's been doing some shoe shopping, and I'm playing radio. So just wanted to jump in and say hello. And again, thanks for being there today. Catch you all later. 7-3, K5OSD back to Net Control.
All right there, Lloyd. Well, thanks for stopping by, and it's a pleasure to hear you out there, my friend. It's been a while. We'll say have a great afternoon, and we'll catch you again real soon. All right, we're going to jump on over to Maryland now and talk to Eddie W3ETV. Where are you mobiling about to, Eddie?
Well, I'm to the store as usual. Got to get those groceries there, Dustin. So I think I missed last week. I think I missed both the Boredom breaker net and the beacon net on Wednesday. I was actually having a very bad cold or flu. I don't think it was the flu. It's probably just a cold. It lasted several days, and then the wife caught it. And so we were both trying to stay in and keep, our germs so that we wouldn't infect anybody else. So I just wanted to check in on your hour and say hi to you and hi to Nick and hi to all the other board breakers out there. Hi, Miss Nancy. I
think you probably might be on the second hour today. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I'm approaching my destination, so I'll go ahead and say 73 for now. Take care. Maybe I'll talk to you and Nick later on this evening on the Beacon Net. W3TB, back to net.
All right, W3ETV. Well, Eddie, it's great to hear you, and don't have too much fun mobiling around out there. And I certainly do hope that me and Nick get to hear you again this evening for the Beacon Net, because we'll be there, and it's going to be lots of fun. We'll say 73T, and here's another one I haven't talked to in quite a while. W8UA, Javen, take it away.
Good afternoon, Dustin, and everyone else in the net. This is W8UA Mobile. Good to hear everyone here. Currently making the trip from Wadsworth to Akron. I have one class this afternoon, and I'm at work the rest of the day, so driving up to Akron, over to Akron for that, and then I'll be heading back in a couple hours. So good to hear you all. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. W8UA Mobile, back to net.
All right there, Javen. Well, great to hear you. It's been a while, my friend. Hope you have fun there at the class and have a great rest of your day there. So we'll say 73, mobile safely, and we'll catch you again down the log. All right, that gets all of our mobiles out of the way. This is KDDPC with the Boredom Breaker Net. We're going to go back up here at the top and talk to Lloyd. KC5 FM, take it away.
Well, this is KC5 FM coming to you live from Cowley County, Kansas. It's nice and cooler today than it was a couple of weeks ago, so thanks for that. If you haven't seen the video about, well, it's from the National Weather Service Office, Norman, about Twisters, the movie, and some of the things that the movie got right and some of the things the movie got wrong, you should watch that. It's worth your time. And it reinforces, in my opinion, how dangerous chasing can be and how dangerous spotting can be. And some of the things that you should not be doing while you're out running around looking at clouds, and some of the things you should be doing while you're out running around on clouds. That's available on YouTube channel, and I've posted a link to my Twitter feed as well. Let's see. We mentioned Route 66. I mentioned that yesterday. I also want to mention for the mobile units that might be in Kansas, I-70 for several miles is closed for construction, and the detour takes 4-lane traffic to 2-lane traffic, and that's both ways. East and westbound I-70 are closed. So you have to be aware of that and be prepared for that, especially if you're driving an 18-wheeler or something. Anyway, on that note, thanks for picking me up. Thanks for running the net, and glad to hear the net on. This is KC5 FM. Over.
All right there, Lloyd. Well, great to hear you, and thanks for the wonderful information there. And we might have to find that and look it up. So we'll say 73. And before I forget, I have to jump back up here and catch him. N5 at GLO. Bill, good afternoon. Take it away.
N5 GLO to the net. Howdy, y'all. Yeah, sorry I wasn't there when you first called me back, but this is I was just after I got logged in. The VA made a call to me, or well, not really the VA, the folks that they hired to do my exams to see if I qualify for any disability because of hearing loss and etc. So I've got that. They got that done. I put in for that stuff clear back in I think June, and the company finally got the request from the VA the first of this month, so they've already got me set up for an appointment on the 9th. So now that they've got it, they're acting fast. So anyway, other than that, it's doing pretty well here. And in fact, next week they're talking about lows around here overnight in the 60s. I don't know if I can handle that or not. It's been so long. N5 GLO, back to the net.
All right there, Bill. Well, no worries. You're glad to get back to you there. And, boy, I hope it doesn't get too cold there for you. So stay warm, 73, and we'll catch you there down the log. And now we're going to go talk to Miss Jeanette, KI5SSR. Good afternoon. How you doing? All right, let's try that again. KI5SSR, are you there?
Hey, thank you, KI5SSR here in Grapevine, Texas. Thank you for taking my check-in. And, yeah, we've had a lot of rain here in Grapevine, Texas. It's been ugly and rainy. Hello to everybody out here on the Boredom Breakers. Hello, Nancy, Lloyd, and all the other usual suspects. And, yeah, do check out my 11 Cats network on Friday. I have the Happy Hour net at 7 Eastern. That's my net that I run, and it's a lot of fun. So it's 11cats.org. I think it's on the Netlogger there. And you can read more about and saying hi to everybody everywhere, and this is one of my favorite nets. So I wanted to jump on here and wish everybody a wonderful and safe day. KI5SSR, back to net control.
All right there. Well, great to hear you out there. And yes, it's in the remarks on the Netlogger, the 11cats.org. So I'll have to check it out and maybe stop by the net one of the times there. So we'll say 73, and we're going to go talk to Jeff there at KD4YVV. We got you. You were pretty noisy before, but go ahead and try it there, Jeff. See if we've got any better. All right there, Jeff, KD4YVV. You're not holding the repeater. It's just dropping in and out, and I can't really catch anything you're saying there. So I've got you on the list. If you get closer or turn your power up or something, feel free to recheck. But I'm going to move on down the list and talk to Joe now. K8ZIN, good afternoon. Take it away.
Well, good afternoon. Hope everybody is having a wonderful day. It is absolutely gorgeous here in Northeast Ohio. So I decided while I was waiting my turn on here to hop on the computer and search for new insurance. And that did not end well. I ended up pulling my hair out. So I'll go back to that another day. Hope everybody has a great day. I had to work this afternoon, but hopefully it'll be a nice, easy day on this short week. With that, I'll turn it back to you, K8ZIN.
All right there, Joe. Well, I know insurance can be a headache, and that's why I've got a lady for it. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you. Don't have too much fun at the Big W later, and good luck there with all your endeavors. We'll say 73 and catch you down the log, and we're going to go to the net control for the next hour here. KI5OZZ, Miss Nancy. What have you bricked up today? Take it away.
Well, good afternoon, KD8EPC, and the rest of the Boredom Breaker netizens from KI5OZZ, and a special howdy to Nick there behind the keyboard, KD8SLG. Well, so far, I haven't bricked up anything, except for, I don't know if you want to call it a brick or not. I made butter this morning, so I guess it's a brick. But I haven't made bread yet, so I haven't bricked up that yet. But the last 3 weeks' worth of bread has been pretty doggone good. So I'll just stick with it. Pardon the pun there, because it is sticky dough. But anyway, back over to you and the rest of the netizens. 73 all y'all from KI5OZZ.
All right there, Miss Nancy. Well, fresh butter is wonderful, and I'll tell you what, you may have to come steal your butter, because I just got a recipe yesterday for Texas Roadhouse style rolls, and I've been wanting to try that out, and having fresh butter to go with it would be just wonderful. Hi. We'll say 73. You're sounding really good, and we'll look for you here at the top of the hour. All right, we're going to jump on over here to Canada and talk to a VE3OUA. Rudy, how are you?
Howdy you all, my good friends. Doing all right here, and somebody's getting me very hungry. Fresh bread. Oh, smell of it begins to be so nice. It's fancy. I think it's K5 OZZ. She really made me cool. Anyway, I have no traffic. Take care and all the best.
All right there, Rudy. Well, thanks for stopping by and joining us today. And yeah, Miss Nancy made the butter there, and sounds like she's making the bread too. And I'll tell you, I might have to start driving. It's going to be about 15 hours before I can get there, though. So we'll say 73. Have a great day, and we'll catch you down the log. And now let's jump on over to Canton and talk to Tom. K88MNT. How are you?
EPC. This is K88MNT. Good afternoon, Dustin, and everybody else that's on the net. I was just sitting here twiddling my thumbs and thought I'd pop in and say howdy. And I just gained about 10 pounds. You talking about fresh homemade butter. Oh, that's the best. So now I'm going to have to go down and use some store-bought butter and make a butter bread sandwich or something. Jeez. Anyhow, with that, I'm going to say 7-3s to y'all, and it's been great getting on here saying howdy. So this is K88MNT returning everything back over to KD8EPC.
W8WKY.
All right there, Tom. Well, it's great to hear you out there today, and it sounds like you're getting off just in time to answer the phone there. So we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great day and enjoy your bread and butter sandwich there. All right, this is KD8EPC with the Border Breaker Net. Tom was the bottom of the list. We picked up a couple more lurkers there off of the blue screen. We have KC5 Real Big Gun Shannon and AI5Q Jairus. Let's see, we're opening for more check-ins, so stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike, KI5 WDM, Donald, India
Ohio, mobile and around.
KC5JVT, KC5JVT, Butch in Ardmore.
W8WKY, repeater, PL114.8.
All right, let me tell you who we've picked up so far. We have KG7ZCW, Daniel was, I think he might have been in and out. I have KI5WDM, Donald. I picked up K8PMI, Phil there, mobile and around, and I have KC5 at JVT, Butch. Let's go over here to our mobiles here. Looks like we're going to start with K8PMI. How you doing there, Phil?
KD8EPC, this is K8PMI. Good to get a hold of you, Dustin, during this net. Have a lot of trouble sometimes getting in on your time slot, but wanted to add one of the numbers. It's a beautiful day here, and it's a great day to be out driving and working instead of sitting behind a desk. So I'll let you take it on and round everybody else up, and glad I added a number to you. 73. This is K8PMI.
All right there, Phil. Well, we try to leave enough space to make sure everybody can get in there. Echolinks, mobiles. We like to get as many check-ins as we can. You're number 30 on the list today, so not too bad. We'll say 73 TM will catch you down the log, and we're going to go back up to the top because I think, actually, Donald, were you mobile KI5WDM?
Negative, not mobile.
All right, perfect. Well, we'll get back to you in a minute then. Let's go up here to Mr. 100,000. Casey, Big Guns. Shannon, how are you, my friend? Uh-oh, let's try that again. KC5RBG. Shannon, are you there? All right. Well, I guess we'll come back to him in a minute. Let's try Jairus, AI5Q. Are you out there?
AI5Q here. Yeah, I'm here and I'm on the same hub as Shannon, so I don't know if you just got busy or what, but you're coming through on Allstar just fine to where we're at and where we're hanging out. Just wanted to check in, say hi. Had kind of a rough morning. Woke up with a terrible headache. Slept for another 2 hours after I took some Tylenol. Got rid of that. Left to go to work and then realized I forgot to take some of my medicine in the morning, and then I forgot I didn't take my insulin bag with me, and then got the gas, and I just turned it around and came back home, and I might go in this afternoon. I haven't decided yet, but I decided this morning that things were conspiring against me to keep me at the house, and so I didn't want to defy luck and coincidence and all that kind of stuff, so I just stayed home. I've been on the phone with work pretty much the entire morning, ever since I got up, but that's pretty normal. AI5Q, back to you, Dustin, and hi to Nick.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jairus, it sounds to me like you need to just take the rest of the day and stay home and do what you can remotely, because, yeah, the universe there doesn't want you leaving. You're getting turned around at every turn for getting your medicine, having a headache. Yeah, sounds like you just need to stay home, take it easy, and, man, once the day is over, have you 2 or 3 or 7 of those cold ones. So we'll say 73 to you, and Nick says hi there in the blue screen. I'm sure you see it, though. All right, let's go over here and see if Daniel is with us. KG7S or ZCW, KG7ZCW. Daniel, are you out there?
I am indeed, sir, and yeah, wow, we are having a hell of a time over here with Mom Nature. We're going up and down the roller coaster quite a bit. Yesterday we had, I think I mentioned, a Texas turd floater is what my wife calls them, just a downpour. It came like about a quarter inch according to my rain gauge in about 5 minutes, so it was pretty heavy. And now we're about to get up into the hundreds. We're going to this weekend. It's all the way up into 98. So, yeah, I think Mom Nature's been drinking over here on the West Plains of Washington State. Anyway, I don't have much else to report over here. Thank you for having me, and everybody have a great day. This is Kilo Golf 7, Zulu Charlie Whiskey, saying farewell from the Pacific Northwest.
All right there. Well, thanks so much for stopping by today. And, man, that sounds like a lot of rain, and I don't want that heat either. It's 76 and sunny according to the computer here, but I haven't been out in a couple hours. Nice, but we could use the rain, so if you don't want it, send all the rain our way. We are definitely in a drought and could use it, so there you go. We'll say 73 to you for now, and let's go talk to Donald, KI5 at WDM. Take it away.
This is Kilo 5, Whiskey Delta Mike. Good morning, afternoon. Yeah, I'm just getting up. I had a fun day yesterday. I took a trip up to Kansas State line and looked at a 40-foot tower. I liked it. It wasn't in horrible shape. got some rust on it up toward the top, and bought it. It came with a rotator for TV antenna, a little light-duty rotator, and 2 rotator controls, and 2 old analog TV antennas. So the TV antennas will get melted down, and the rotators, I don't know, I'm going to play with them today and see if either one of them works. And the tower, just a bare minimum of maintenance on the top where the plates go for the rotator. It needs grinded down a little bit and painted. And I need all the bolts to connect the thing up together, the sections, and the base, of course. And, well, it looks like I'm going to be getting ready to put up the tower stuff for a little bit. KI5WDM, back to you.
All right, KI5WDM. Well, Donald, it's great to hear you out there, and congratulations on the tower. I hope it works out for you. And if you do still ever use the TV antenna, those antennas will still work. I have a 40-year-old antenna in the shed that's picking up TV for me now. So there you go. We'll say 73. Have a great day, and good luck getting your tower up. We're gonna go over now to Butch KC5JVT. How you doing?
Yes, sir, Dustin. All is good in Ardmore, Oklahoma. It's 72 degrees. Wow. Of course, humidity is 96% because we had a good rain again this morning, and all my grass is turned back green. So I guess there's not much to complain about today. I'm waiting to see what my wife fixes me for lunch. If she don't get me something fixed soon, I'm going to trade her in for a newer model. Anyway, that's all from Ardmore. This will be KC5JVT clear.
W8WKY.
All right there, Butch. Well, great to hear you, and thanks for stopping by. We're going to say 73 to you for now. Have a great rest of your day, and we're going to go talk to Ray now, K5CFY. How you doing there, Ray?
KD8 EPC in the net, K5CFY. Good afternoon there, Mr. Dustin. Awesome job as usual. Appreciate you doing the first hour on Wednesdays. We'll be looking forward to catching you maybe tonight on the Beaconnet. Haven't heard who all's going to be there, but I'm sure you'll be around somewhere. Want to wave a hand there at Mr. Nick on the keyboard, and I'll give it back to you. I think Miss Nancy's going to do the next hour, and I'll be on the keyboard for her. Looking forward to that. So everybody come back and join Miss Nancy. Catch you later, K5CFY.
All right there, Ray. Well, once again, great to hear you out there, and thanks again for everything you do for this net, for all the nets, and it's great to hear you out there. And I'll tell you what, you give old Fred a scratch on the ears for us, and we'll say 73, and we'll look forward to catching you in the blue screen during the second hour, I'm sure. All right, we got one more on this list here, and another good one, WD8MIU, Warm Weather Wade. How you doing?
Well, not how good it is, but any rate, another hot day in Florida, and Ray add me to that list of scratch on the back of the ear, and for Fred. And I snuck in here the last few minutes of your net. I was occupied with other things going on, and would look at the clock, and I thought, oh my goodness, I got to get on the Boredom breaking net. So I think I'll stand by for Nancy, since it's so close to 2 o'clock. So, sounds good. We'll try to get on the Beaconnet tonight. I'm back in Seminole, dog watching my own dog and cat. And I don't know when I'll be going back up again, but we'll never know. I mean, I'll know, but don't know here today probably. Anyway, catch you later. WD8MIU. Say hi to my buddy Nick there and everybody else. Back over to you.
All right there, Wade. Well, great to hear you out there, and I'm glad you're back home. You stay nice and cool there. Stay on the cool side of the door, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, we're going to jump back up here, and we're going to try them again. KC5, Real Big Guns. Shannon, are you out there?
Hello there, Dustin and Nick, KC5RBG. Yeah, I had a little bit of radio problem there. Apparently the radio had an offset on it set for my node for whatever reason, I don't know. So when I was done talking, I unkeyed and Jairus was talking. So I was like, something must have gone on. So I just grabbed another radio. Anyway, I think it's going to be a pretty cool day here again. Be real nice. And I didn't get to bed till about 6:30 or so. Woke up about 11:30. But I did get checked into the Arkansas phone net this morning. Well, the pre-net. Said hi to Susie. And I don't know if Alex was out there yet or not, but I said hi to him too when I was on there. And I was going to check into the barometer net too, but they were still in their long list of check-ins, and I just couldn't wait around for a login or check-in attempt, so I missed that one. But hopefully I won't miss the beacon net. Hope y'all are doing well. Going pretty good here. This is Kilo Charlie 5, Real Big Guns. God bless, and 73. Back to net control.
All right there, Shannon. Well, it was so great to hear you, and I'm glad that you came back. I figured that something like that happened, or you got busy and walked away from the radio for a minute. So we're glad we were able to circle back and get you in there and say hello. So we'll look forward to doing it again tonight. And who knows, maybe we'll even have an after party again tonight. So we'll say 73 to you. Shannon was at the bottom of the list. This is KD8EPC with the Boredom Breaker. And I've still got a few minutes left and plenty of lines to fill. So stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
K5MOD. Whiskey Bravo 9, Charlie Sierra Papa.
No traffic. Thank you.
Hi, I am Tango Alpha 5, Kilo Oscar Charlie from Turkey.
All right, let me hold it up right there and make sure I've got it. All right, I got WV3K, and then I got a KA5MOD, and I got another station from Turkey there. I didn't get your call. So, Turkey, if you can key for a second and then give me your call a couple of times slowly and phonetically, please. All right, nothing heard. Maybe we'll try that again in a minute. Did I miss anybody else in there?
QFH, Sierra Plateau, sir. Martin and Wadford.
All right, thank you so much. And I had a 9 station in there. Will that 9 station come back and give me your call?
Randy and Wadsworth, and I'll be in and out. 73 and God bless.
All right, we got you in there, Randy. Thanks so much. I need to go back here though. There was a station. Would that 9 station come back with your full call?
Dustin, that would be me, Whiskey Bravo 9, Charlie Sierra Papa, WB9 CSP.
All right, perfect. We've got that, and then we have Victor Echo 3, Oscar Lima in there also. So I've got this list here. We're going to take what we've got, and we're going to run it. So let's start with Phil, WV3K. Take it away.
Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, back to KD8 EPC. Hello, Dustin, and KD8 SLG. Hello, Nick. And our buddy Wade, I heard him in there, and Shannon and Jervis. I hope everyone's doing well. I'm getting ready to go get a haircut and just try to get a few things done around here. Always something to do. And looking forward to the Beaconnet tonight. Hopefully everything goes well with that and find everybody doing well. But gee whiz, it's been a long time since I talked with you there, Dustin, and I haven't talked to Nick in a good while too. But it's good to hear you, and as always, nice work on carrying the net. So good job. So with that, my friend, I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back over to you and continue on. And love hearing you all in there. KDEPC Net Control for the Beaconnet. This is Beaconnet for the Border Breaker Net. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, and I'll be clear.
W8WKY.
They all start with a B there, Phil. So Border Breaker Net, Beacon Net. I'm the net control for both today. So hey, you're not wrong. It's great to hear you, my friend. I just got my hairs cut yesterday, so there you go. I'll give you a call later on, I don't know, 6 o'clock or so. So be standing by and looking for that if you're not too busy. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to go over to Steve at KA5MOD. How you doing? Uh-oh, nothing heard. Let's try that again. KA5MOD, are you there? Okay, nothing heard. Let's go down the list and talk to WB9CSP. Richard, how are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I knew that was going to happen. Somebody would say VST. I was waiting for that. Easy way to remember my call, Chicago-style pizza, CSP. But other than that, I'm good. Hopefully, I can't remember his call without looking. G8SWP, I think his call is, the guy who runs the conference server. I might be having my net over here, so hopefully that'll happen, and I'll be pretty happy about that, if it happens. But yeah, other than that, I'm just tinkering around with my phone and trying out a new headset, so hopefully I sound good. People either say I sound really quiet or really loud. So back to you, WB9CSP.
All right there, Richard. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And I don't want to give you a signal report because I don't know how you usually sound because we haven't chatted in the past there. But you sounded fine on my end as far as I'm concerned today. So we'll say 73. Thanks again for joining us and have a great afternoon. We're going to go to the southern mark now. KSFS, how you doing?
Yeah, good to hear you, Dustin. And I'm just stopping in to say hello and everything. It's 34 degrees here. It was sunny. It's still sunny. I can look out the window now. Yeah. And so it looked okay and everything. So I'm going to give it back to you. Q8 Sarah Plateau, sir. Mark and Wadburn.
All right there, Mark. Well, thanks so much for stopping by, my friend. We'll say 73 to you and have a great afternoon. All right, we have one more on my list here before we turn it over to Miss Nancy, and that's VE3OOL. Gerald, how you doing? Let's try one more time here. Victor Echo 3 Oscar Lima. Gerald, are you there?
VE3OOL, yes, just popping in to say hi. Up here in Toronto, Ontario, just traveling on the highway and going through Kitchen to get my coffee, and that's it. The Surge is on the radio. I just thought I'd pop in and say hi to everybody, and we'll talk to you later on. I'm just hopping on the highway right now, so 70 stalls, back to you, Control.
All right, I'm not sure what that unpleasantness was, but Gerald 73, drive safe, and we'll catch you there down the log. We're going to say 73, and my time is way up. I'm actually over my time, so I'm looking for Miss Nancy, KI5OZZ. Miss Nancy, are you ready to take the helm?
KD8 EPC, KI5OZZ, yes sir I am. I'll let you say your accolades, and that's okay, I'm used to getting stepped on. Hi.
All right, Miss Nancy, thank you for doing the second hour there, and I'd like to thank all of the check-ins for coming in here. We couldn't do it without all our wonderful check-ins every day, and let's see, I think that's all I've got for you. So this is KD8 EPC. I'm going to say 73. Have a great night, Miss Nancy, and get lots of check-ins. KD8 EPC is clear.
Oh, sorry about the pause on that, folks. I had to wait for my node to identify. This is KI5OZZ, the Oz, Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu. In Peggs, Oklahoma, I'll be your NCO for this hour of the Boredom Breaker Net this afternoon. And welcome to everyone, and thank you again to KD8 EPC and KD8 SLG. Great net you guys had that ran that first hour. The handle here is Nancy November Alpha November Charlie Yankee, and today's question of the day is, if you were able to sit on a park bench and have a jaw jack session, who would it be with? This is KI5OZZ waiting for your call. Please call in phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
On November Uniform KD5 and you, Gil. Claremore, Oklahoma, recheck.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike, KI5WZ, Donald in the Osage with a recheck.
KD8 VYT, Russ and Akron.
Hey, Victor.
Whiskey Alpha 8, Kilo Oscar Charlie, WA8KOC, Fred, Akron, Ohio, Echolink, Mobile.
I don't know what went through. KC8, FQV. Mark.
Okay, let me pick it up here for a sec. So sound like we had a dead key there for a second. Let's see. I've got K5ENU Gil. I've got KI5WDM Donald. Real quick, Donald, are you mobile?
No, ma'am, not negative, or not mobile.
Alrighty, thanks for that, Donald. We'll get you in the list there. And let's see, I've got KC8FQV Mark. I've got WA8KOC Fred in the mobile on Echolink. And there was another station in there, I want to say they said Salina. If you could come back with your full call, that was kind of a train wreck right there.
KD8BYT, Kilo Delta 8, Victor Yankee Tango, Russ and Akron.
All right, KD8VYE in Akron, got you in there. I was calling for, I believe there was a gentleman that called in from Salina, and I believe it was a 5 call. If you're a 5 call that called in from Salina, I think that's what I heard, unless I'm nuts. Please come back with your full call.
W8WKY.
Well, I must be nuts then. In that case, let's pick up our mobile first. Fred, WA8KOC. What's shaking out there in Ohio, and how's the weather treating you?
KI5OZZ and the Boredom Breaker Net from WA8KOC. Ms. Nancy, it's great to hear you this afternoon. Thanks for taking my check-in. Appreciate that. Hopefully Echolink didn't step on any feet anywhere else. Weather is okay here today. It's getting warmer. 81 plus for a high. Tomorrow, like 85. And then Friday is going to be like 83 or something. And then Saturday, the bottom is going to drop out, and we're going to have a high of 64. That's going to be a great fire pit weather. You know, grab a beverage and go out and have a fire and just sit around the fire and enjoy life. Should be a real enjoyable time. I hope the pegs is not too difficultly warm. Hopefully you're tolerating whatever heat you've got. I'm sure it's much hotter out there than us. But at any rate, yeah, real good. And you asked the question. Gosh, I can't remember what it was. Trying to drive and talk here at the same time. But again, really sincerely appreciate you taking my check-in. I hope you have a wonderful net. I'm sure you will. Mine is a recheck on this end. We will look forward to talking to you again in the near future. And take care of yourself, girl. 7-3. KI5OZZ and the Boredom Breaker Net, WA8KOC. Everybody have a great day.
Well, I'll repeat the question for you, Fred, if you want to participate. If there was someone that you could sit on a park bench and have a conversation with, who would it be?
First off, it would be God. I think I need some enlightenment. I don't think that would ever happen. So a park bench with President Ronald Reagan would be the next step. Take care, Nancy. Behave yourself. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful Wednesday, and a great rest of the week. We'll hopefully talk to you again soon. KI5OZZ, WA8KOC.
Oh, thank you for that, Fred. And you make sure and mobile safely out there. Great answers for the question. I wouldn't mind speaking with either myself. But yeah, thank you so much for the kind words. and hopefully I'll chat with you on the barometer net sometime in the near future. And if you can't be good at it, my friend. We'll clear with WAAKOC and head up to the top of the list and pick up Gil, KD5ENU. Welcome to the net this afternoon.
Well, thank you. Sitting here pulling my hair out. Computer won't do what I want it to do. Yeah, I'll get it though. Anyhow, the question of the day is sitting on a park bench doing what?
If you could sit on a park bench and have a chat with someone for any length of time, who would it be?
That is a hard one. I think the father of the country, George Washington, and I'd like to pick his brain.
Boy, that's a good one. You know what? I don't guess there's going to be any bad answers, really, for this question. But everyone is different, and who they would want to talk to is going to be different. And it's going to be interesting. I'll give it that.
Yeah, and George is turning over in his grave right now. The condition of the United States and the world. But, of course, that's the sign of times now. Anyway, I'll get out here and let you get on with the net. And have a good one. And it's sure good hearing you on the radio again. KD5ENU, back to net control 73.
Sorry about the pause on that, folks. Letting all the IDs get out of the way. 73 to you too, Gil. And you have a fantastic, wonderful Wednesday. And thank you for the kind words. We'll clear with KD5ENU and come on down to Donald out in the Osage, KI5WDM. If you could sit on the park bench and chat with someone for any length of time, who would it be?
Well, good afternoon, Miss Nancy. KI5WDM here. Neil Armstrong. I want to know for sure.
Well, like I said to Gil, I don't think there's going to be any bad answers, but definitely ones that make you think. And I can't even begin to think of someone. I mean, there's so many to choose from, to be perfectly honest. And, yeah, any of the crews that, stepped foot outside of the Earth's atmosphere would be a good one for sure.
Yeah, not so much that we landed there. I believe we have the technology to do that, and yeah, I'm convinced we went there. Neil's the first one to give any indication before his transmissions were cut off that they weren't there alone. So that's what I want to know for sure.
You know, taking a trip down memory lane when I was a kid, I had always wondered why, after that, we had never gone back to the moon. So, definitely a head scratcher.
Yes, ma'am. And I imagine we'll learn the answer when we move on past this world, but man, I want to know now. My
My daddy always told me he didn't believe we were alone. He was an airline pilot. I guess back in the day, you didn't mention stuff like that. If you saw it, it would cost you your job, your career. So he told me he didn't believe we were alone. And with the moon landing deal, the Apollo 11, and Neil saying what he said before he was cut off and then silenced afterwards about it, yeah, I want to know for sure. Miss Nancy, you have a great afternoon. Thanks for listening to my ramblings. This is KI5WDM. I'm giving the net back at you.
Well, Donald 73 back at you, and have a wonderful Wild Wednesday out there in the Osage. We'll clear with KI5WDM. And let's see, next up is, I believe it's Russ, KD8VYT. Welcome to the net this afternoon. If you could sit on a park bench and chat with someone for any length of time, who would it be?
W8WKY.
This is Kilo Delta 8 Victor Yankee Tango. Not Echo, Tango. Anyway.
Well, Russ, the RF is not being very kind to you today. I did get your correction on the call, and my apologies for butchering it. So KD8 Victor Yankee Tango. One more time on your comment.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I'd be on a park bench. I'd probably be by myself. So I'd be talking to myself. And I've been trying to get all this stuff working today. Node isn't working. My outdoor camera's not working. I think I'm going to put it all in and put it on the grid. Go back to the jump. 88BYT.
You know, we all have those days where, especially with myself, I've noticed if one thing goes wrong, I don't know if it's a self-feeding cycle or whatever, but everything else seems to go downhill. So I've learned to, call it at 3. The third thing that goes wrong, I just hang up whatever I'm doing the rest of the day and don't do nothing. And I might wind up doom scrolling on Facebook or something silly like that, or researching this, that, or the other. But as far as actually doing stuff, I call it at the third thing that goes wrong. That's it. I'm not doing any more, and tomorrow's another day. So with that, Russ, you have a wonderful Wednesday. 73 at you. We'll clear with KD8VYT. And yeah, it's been a minute since I heard you on the radio, but glad to hear you back on there. And thanks for your comments. This is KI5OZZ, and next up is Mark KC8FQV. If you could sit on a bench and chat with someone, who would it be?
Well, KC8FQV. Well, it certainly wouldn't be with anyone that after the 60s. Have to be someone born back in early ages. Yeah. Anything after the 60s, pretty much you're talking to numbskulls. So it'd be the astronauts or whatever from the 50s, 40s back then, 30s, anyone back then days. But other than that, we'll send it back to Net Control. Nancy, excellent job, KC8FQV.
Well, thank you for the kind words there, Mark. And yes, I would have to agree with that. My tendency is to think about how things really happened in the past. So someone from the distant past would be definitely on my top 10 to talk to on the bench. Mark, you have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with KC8FQV. And that is the bottom of the list as I have it. I got a couple of blue screen check-ins, but first, I am remiss in my net logging today. KI5WDM, you are number 42 today on the log. If you're still listening, that is the answer to life, the universe, and everything. So congratulations on nailing the 42. This is KI5OZZ, the Oz, on the N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net for Wednesday, September 4th, today. The question of the day is, who would you have a park bench chat with for any length of time? Taking check-ins at this time, please call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
KQ4, Echo 8, Quebec 4,
Kilo Charlie 5, Foxtrot Mike, KC5 FM, over.
KE8, HNK, Kilo Echo 8, Hotel November Kilo, Elmer and Akron.
Alpha Bravo 8, Mike Oscar, EPMO, Andy Mobile on Echolink.
Whiskey Delta 8, Lima Alpha, WD8LA, Neil, Brewster, Ohio.
Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8 TLB, Randy in Ohio.
All right, let me pick it up there. The first two for that set that called in, I got a bit of a train wreck. I got a KQ4 station, and I did not get all of your call because of the train wreck. KQ4 station, please re-identify for me.
This is KQ4, AAC, Kilo Quebec 4, Alpha Pop.
Oh, sorry about the pause on that. The IDs are getting all over me today. I got Kilo Quebec 4 Alpha Alpha Papa QSL.
That is correct. I'm such a newbie, I don't even know the proper protocol. Yes, follow when talking with you.
All right, and then let's see. I got the KQ4 station. There was another station that called in right at the top of that set. If you could re-identify for me.
That was Kilo Echo 8, Zulu, India, November, Joe Mobile.
Gotcha, Joe. Okay, let's see. I got KC5F Lloyd. I've got AB8MO Andy in the mobile. I've got WD8LLA Neil, and I got KE8TLB Randy in the brake truck. Or are you taking a break and not mobile?
Yeah, I'm not in the brake truck. I'm in here working Python.
Alrighty, well in that case, let us handle the mobiles real quick. Joe, KE8ZIN, welcome to the net this afternoon. If you could have a chat on a park bench with someone, who would it be?
All right. Well, if I had an opportunity to sit on a park bench and have a chat with somebody, I would have to say I would have to talk to my dad. He lost his battle with cancer about 3 years ago. It was a hard-fought fight, but the Lord took him. And there's been a lot that's happened since then, and I'd just love to have a chat with him. Yeah, that's my answer for that. I just on my way to work, so I hope everybody has a good day. KE8ZIN.
Oh, thank you, Joe. That's a fantastic answer. You make sure in Mobile Safe out there, have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with KE8ZIN and pick up our other mobile, Andy, AB8MO. Welcome to the show this afternoon.
KI5 Oz from AB8MO. All right, just got to my destination here, so good timing. Boy, gorgeous day here in northeast Ohio. Just didn't even turn the air conditioner on and just riding with the windows open. Great day for that. So I wanted to say hi on your hour there, Nancy. Let's see here. I don't know. I guess there's a lot of people I think I'd want to speak with. I guess Jesus Christ would be top of my list. I got a lot of questions to ask him. But let's see here. If you're not going on the spiritual side, I don't know. That's a good question. George Washington. I don't know. Just a random word I just pulled out of my hat. If I had a hat. Back to you there, Nancy. Thanks for getting me in there. KI5OZZ, AB8MO in Burton Village, Ohio.
Oh, splendid answer, Andy. Make sure and have a wonderful Wednesday. I can't say mobile safely because you're no longer mobile, but I'm sure you will be later. And same applies. So with that, we'll clear with AB8MO and go back up to the top of the list to our Blue Room check-ins. Let's see. AI5Q I've got up first. Jairus, welcome to the show this afternoon. Who would you have a chat with for any length of time if you could?
KI5OZZ and the net AI5Q. First of all, there's some extra repeater identifications coming on from W5HTK, and I emailed the president of the club to look into that and try and get that squashed. It's been going on for quite a while, and I just had the time today to look it up and follow the breadcrumbs and figure out who it was, and he already responded that he's going to look into it and let the node owner know. So hopefully there'll be a little bit less IDs moving forward in the future. But if I could talk to anybody, I think it would be Nikola Tesla, and the father of modern-day electricity, AC current, did a lot with radio waves and all sorts of stuff. He had a lot of patents stolen from him, and other people given credit for things that he did. So just throwing that out there. I would talk with Nikola Tesla and learn as much as I could from him. AI5Q.
You know, that was actually my first thought when I ran across the question. Is Nikola Tesla or any other of the host of sincerely intelligent folks that supposedly were, let's see, how can I put this delicately, made to disappear because of their ideas and their theories and or inventions. But with that, I kind of quashed that immediately because I would have to have the intelligence and or, let me see, the ability to follow what they're saying to me. And although I respect said folks quite deeply, that kind of stuff my wheelhouse is just not made for. So I'm glad someone like you would be able to talk to someone like Nikola Tesla and actually be able to understand him.
I'm not sure I'd go that far, Nancy. I'd be able to understand at least 5% of the words coming out of his mouth. The rest of it might be foreign to me. I'm not real strong on electricity, but I'm better than your average person, that's for sure. So radio waves and ham radio and electricity and three-phase power and AC current and all that I deal with in my job, and the ham radio hobby, so hopefully I'd understand a little more than 5%. But anyway, I'll send it back to you. You can get on down the list and pick up Greg next. This is AI 5Q, same 73, and good job, Nancy.
I'll send it back at you. You have a wonderful Wednesday, Jairus, and make sure to say howdy to the rest of the fam over there. We'll clear with AI 5Q and come on down to Greg, AI 5HV. Welcome to the show this afternoon. If you were able to sit on a park bench and chat with someone, who would it be?
Good afternoon, Nancy, and everyone else on the net. This is Greg, Alpha India 5, Hotel Victor. And sitting on a park bench and chatting with someone, I actually had two names that come to mind. The first one was George Patton, and the second one is Chuck Norris.
Are you talking about, is that General George Patton?
Yes, that is the one. I did a report on him back when I was in school, and he was, of course, a general during World War II, and he was on his way to Russia, to Moscow, to take care of the enemy of the United States back then, and they stopped him before he got to right as he got to the border, they stopped him and pulled him back. And I just wonder today how different the world would have been if he had been allowed to continue.
Sorry, that was my note identifying. So, yeah, he is amongst many that question would apply to. How would the world be different if, whoever, a lot of people were allowed to continue with whatever they were, hip deep in? What if the Revolutionary War never happened? What if certain emperors in China didn't come to power? All kinds of things. Goodness.
That is absolutely true. The Third Army report was directly under his command in World War II, and my dad was in one of the regiments that was under Patton in World War II. But he never really shared any stories about. My dad never really shared any stories about what happened in war. Of course, I'm sure that there are a lot of veterans out there that don't like to share that. I know Judy's dad, he was in 82nd Airborne, did 2 one-year tours in Vietnam, and he didn't like to talk about it either. So I completely understand that and respect that.
Oh yeah, absolutely understood. If they don't want to talk about it, that's absolutely respectable. But the other thing I try to respect is if they can't. If they're sworn to secrecy on whatever it is, then yeah, I'm not going to pry about it. Shoot, my son's security clearance for the National Guard. He can't talk about things, and I fully respect that. And I have deep admiration for, the people that, have to keep things sworn to secrecy. And that's not just for the betterment of, us as Americans. That's sometimes, I'm sure, for the betterment of humankind in general.
That is absolutely true. So, anyway, Judy did manage to survive the dentist. She made it home about 30 minutes or so ago, and still numb from all the work they did, but she said she's doing pretty good, and she's not loopy, so I was hoping she was going to be a little loopy, so so I could ask her for permission to buy that new Flex radio, that 8600M, but unfortunately she wasn't loopy enough for me to be able to do that.
Well, doggone it anyway, but, well, hopefully you can get that worked out and find another way around that. Anything else you got for the net today?
No, I'm good there, Nancy. Hope you and your family have a wonderful rest of your week, and I want to thank you for running the net today. Appreciate it. I am glad to, as some people said earlier, I'm glad to hear you back on the radio again more. So always appreciate getting to talk to you on the radio. I'll say blessings to you and blessings to everybody out there listening on the net. This is Alpha India 5 Hotel Victor, and I'll turn it back over to you.
W8WK.
Well, thank you, Greg. Make sure and say hey to Judy for us all, and 73 to you both. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with AI5HV. This is KI5OZZ, the Oz on the N5XQK Boredom Breaker net. Next up, we got KQ4 Alpha Alpha Papa. Is that Theodore, or do you go by Ted? Oh, and the question of the day is, if you could sit on a park bench and chat with anyone, who would it be?
It's Ted, and you said Oz Radio?
Yes, the call sign, my call sign is Kilo India 5, Oscar Zulu Zulu. Everybody calls me the Oz.
Fantastic. I get called a lot of things I don't want to. I do like your question, though, in so much as I was thinking about my brother Ron, who passed away. He was always in an upbeat mood, fun to talk with. But then he would be more famous people, and I was thinking of Harry Truman because very powerful decision.
Well, the ROF wasn't very kind to you for your transmission, but I did get that your two choices would be your brother that had passed, and my condolences for that, for however long it's been, and for Harry Truman. Anyone of that particular era would be fascinating to talk to. I mean, there was so much going on at that stage in our history, my goodness. Well, Ted, the RF got even worse on you, and you were barely able to hold it in and out for that whole last portion of your conversation. So sorry to hear that. Hopefully you can take note of where you were at and be able to hear what I'm saying to you, and maybe get in a better position next time you're able to call in. 73 to you, and have a wonderful Wednesday. Always great to hear from our fellow radio heads out in the Carolinas. We'll clear with KQ4AAP and come on down to Lloyd, KC5FM. This is KI5OZZ. If you could have a park bench chat with anyone, who would it be, Lloyd?
This is KC5FM. I'm going to agree with Andy because the first thing that popped in my mind was a song. Let us have a little talk with Jesus. Let us tell him all of our troubles. He will hear us, and he will answer by and by. Jesus would be my number one, but keeping it local right in Claremore, Oklahoma, not far from the 14709 repeater. There's a park bench, and seated on that park bench is Will Rogers, or at least a statue of Will Rogers, and that would be who I would talk to. Will Rogers, Jesus first. Today is September. Not going to tell you which day. September is National Preparedness Month, and half of your neighbors aren't prepared, folks. Half. So let's help them get 100% prepared, and tell them about what you do to help you get prepared. And if you're not prepared, listen to the other half telling about what they do to be prepared on National Preparedness Month. Nancy, thanks for picking me up. This is KC5FM. Over.
Well, great couple of answers there, Lloyd, for the question of the day, and thank you for the reminder of it being National Preparedness Month. And you know what? There are, to expand on that just a little bit, there are so many things that you can be prepared for at any given time, or that you should be prepared for. And most everyone in Tornado Alley is fully aware of how to prepare at least for a power outage. And if you're not, you really should be. And even with a power outage, that could be, for up to a few hours, all the way up to a couple of weeks, or even longer than that. And we have had that here in the Midwest and in the Tulsa area in the recent past. Not too long ago, let me let this drop a second. In 2007, we had the Great Ice Storm, probably the greatest, nastiest of the most recent past. There were folks out of power, did not have power for up to 3 weeks. So, yeah, being prepared for a power outage at the very least from, whether it's a few hours up to a few weeks, you would be very well to do to be prepared for that. And we've had power outages, from summer storms passing by, lightning strikes in the wrong spot, or a tree falls down, and whoever knows what happens. But yes, many things to be prepared for, and folks, don't be shy about learning stuff. That's all I got to say about that. Lloyd, have a wonderful Wednesday, 73 at you, and we'll clear with KC5 FM. And come on down to Neil, WD8LLA. If you could sit on a park bench and have a chat with someone, who would it be?
K5OZ. Good afternoon, Dan, Nancy, and everyone that's on the net today. I'm a little bit hoarse. I've been having a problem talking so much on the radio. I'm hoarse all the time. But I'd say I'd have to set with the maker of the earth, Jesus, or God. And I'm really curious about my mother and father and all my relatives of what they're doing in heaven. Because there's about an 80% chance I won't see them again. I'm serious. But I would really like to know what they're all doing up there. I mean, we come from a family of hunters and that, and I know my dad's not picking flowers, something. I'd just like to know what life is like in heaven. Anyways, I hope everybody on here stays safe. It's hard to do today between the government and the disease and crazy people running around. I'll turn it back over to you, Nancy, the net control, and thank you for taking the time and being able to run the nets like you guys and gals do. It's when you get near 80 here like I am, it's hard to hear syllables and to remember calls. I'm looking at cheat sheet right now with your call and name or I'd never remember it. 73. Everybody stay safe out there. God bless you.
Well, thank you, Neil. And, the top 10 definitely is my parents' parents, my grandparents that I never did have a chance to speak with because they had passed on. So definitely family members of the past is definitely on my top 10. Thank you, Neil. Awesome answers. And you make sure and have a wonderful Wednesday. And thank you so much for your kind words. Much appreciate that. 73 at you. We'll clear WD8LLA and come on down to Randy, not in the brake truck. KE8TLB. If you could sit on a park bench with someone and have a chat, who would it be?
Hey, Groovy Chick. This is Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB. Hello, everyone. If I could do that, well, of course, the first one would definitely be my Father in Heaven. But I would really like to sit down and have a chat with Eddie Van Halen. Yeah, that would be rocking. Yeah, I seen him back in '78, and pretty cool time. I was a very young man back then. So. All right, I appreciate you getting me in, Nancy, and I hope you have a great day. And that's Kilo Echo 8, Tango Lima Bravo, KE8TLB 73, and God bless.
Well, thank you, Randy, for the kind words. Much appreciated and great to hear from you. 73 at you, and have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with KE8TLB. And that is the bottom of the list. Kelly, I did get your Blue Room check-in, KC0LRM. You'll be at the top of the next list. Anyone else waiting to check in, now is the time to do so. This is KI5OZZ, the Oz, on the N5XQK Boredom Breaker Net. Please come with your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
Kilo Delta 5, Alpha Foxtrot Sierra, KD5AFS. KO5SIE.
Golf Whiskey 8, Sierra Zulu Lima, Dave in Newport, South Wales.
KI5OZZ, this is Kilo Delta 8, Sierra Lima Golf, KD8SLG, Nick in Orville, Ohio.
Let me pick it up right there. There was a couple of train wrecks there. Let's see. I got, well, first of all, Kelly got you as the Blue Room check-in, trying to avoid the train wrecks. And then, let's see, I got KD5AFS Grant, and then there's a train wreck. I want to say I got Aussie in there, KO5SIE, and there was someone that transmitted at the same time. If you could come back with your call, please.
Kia FA8 Sierra Foxtrot Sir, Martin in Watford, Ohio.
All right, well, I got two out of that. I got SFS Mark, and I've got Lloyd, K5OSB, out of that as well. Let's see, I've got the Great Swizzle, that is Dave in Newport, South Wales, and I got my buddy Nick, KD8SLG, and then there was another train wreck. I think I pulled John out of there, UIB. John, if you can come back with your call one more time.
Nancy, please copy Kilo, Echo 8, Uniform India Bravo, KE8, UIB, John with a recheck.
Got you in there, John, KE8 UIB, and I got SFS Mark, KE8 SFS. Was there anyone out of that set?
WD8MIU, if you don't mind.
Oh, sure. I absolutely don't mind throwing you in there with the rest of them. We'll put you on the list. I got you down at the bottom there, but I'll definitely pick you up. Let's see here. Let's go up to the top list and catch our Blue Room check-in. Kelly, KC0LRM. If you could sit on a park bench and chat with someone, who would it be?
Get in there. I actually got two of them because my first one's kind of a cheat. My first one would be, well, my cheat one would be, I would go sit on a bench and talk to myself about 45 years ago, and that would be my one I'd do. But since everybody's probably going to say that's not fair, I think if somebody in history, of anybody I would talk to, since I'm kind of a person of science and art both, I would say Leonardo da Vinci. That dude was phenomenal, had so many ideas and so many inventions. I would just love to sit and pick his brain for all. That's kind of behind Leonardo da Vinci. All right, well, thanks for running that, and I'll let you get on down the list because you got a good one going there. All right, back to you.
Oh, thanks, Kelly. Yeah, Da Vinci would definitely be a good one. I don't know. See, the thought crossed my mind when I thought about talking with people from the past is that how much is so vastly different between the time period we're at now compared to Da Vinci's time period, and where would you be able to draw parallels? I mean, that's a question in and of itself you could go on about all day. But, well, thank you for that, Kelly. And I don't think chatting with your younger self is cheating. That's just me. I think I'd probably get a little more physical with my younger self and kind of smack myself around a little bit. But that's just knowing that myself was pretty stubborn. And actually, I am kind of now, too, but in different ways. But, yeah, we'll let that sleeping dog lie. We'll clear with... 0LRM 73 at you, Kelly. Thanks so much for participating today. Have a wonderful day, and we'll come on down to Grant is up next, KD5 AFS. Who would you have a chat with?
KI5OZZ, KD5 AFS. Good afternoon, Nancy, and everybody else out there. Thanks for picking me up, Nancy. Probably one of my departed relatives, mom and dad, grandparents, something like that. It seems I was thinking about something the other day, and then a second or two later it dawned on me, and well, there's nobody around to ask about that anymore, so... But that's the way it goes. But other than that, Nancy, wasn't sure if I was going to get checked in today. It's been a busy day, but I finally got checked in, so all's well here. I'm sitting at 88 degrees. I think our cool spell is just about gone for a day or two, and I think another one coming this weekend. So thanks for picking me up again, Nancy, and I'll let you continue on. KD5 AFS.
Oh, thanks so much, Grant. And yes, relatives are definitely on the top 10 up there, but I don't have it too terribly hot out here in Pegs. It's only just now 82 degrees, but I guess that's what I get for living out here in the county. And yeah, I think the fall is trying to ease its way in here, and I smell some fishing in the future, possibly for this weekend, and even maybe taking a jacket, because it's supposed to fall down into the 50s out here. At night anyway. So, well, you have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, Grant, and 73 at you. We'll clear with KD5 AFS and come on down to Aussie, KO5SIE. If you could sit on a park bench and chat with someone, who would it be?
Boy, if I think I'd have to go with something similar to I think what Grant said there, but I think it'd be my mom. She died a long, long time ago, so it'd be awesome to chat with her again. So I'll go with Mom. Other than that, just enjoying a beautiful day. And, man, I tell you what, since it's a fantastic day for solar. Today has been just incredible on solar production for my solar array. So it's been a good day. Other than that, I think that about does it for me.
Well, very good there, Aussie, and glad you're keeping track of the incoming wattage on your solar array there. That is something that we are trying to dabble in ourselves. We haven't got him set up yet, but Travis wants to try and develop some homemade followers for the array, for the individual panels. So he's been tinkering with that. But thanks for calling in and for your answer to the question today, Aussie. We'll clear with KO5SIE 73 at you. Have a wonderful Wednesday. And we'll come on down to Dave, the Great Swizzle, Golf Whiskey 8, Sierra Zulu Lima. How are things out in Newport, South Wales? And if you could sit on a park bench and chat with someone, who would it be?
W8WKY. KI5OZZ from GW8SNL. Good afternoon there, Miss Nancy, and all the boredom breakers out there. And could you please proxy in for me, Declan? That's 2 Whiskey 0 Kilo Yankee Hotel, the kind young ham, of course. And Sue, Mike Whiskey 7, finally did it. That would be great if you could. And yeah, we've got 55 Foxtrot here at the moment. Local time is coming up to 8 p.m. And yeah, if I could sit on a park bench and have a chat with somebody. Well, I've always been really interested in physics, mathematics, and astronomy. So my choice would have to be Mr. Albert Einstein. I would love to have a chat with his theories. I've gone through them time and time again, the maths and everything. But yeah, it'll have to be, for me anyway, it'll have to be Albert Einstein for sure. KI5OZZ from GW8SNL.
Well, thank you for checking in with us today, Dave. And yeah, the thought of Einstein crossed my mind too. But as I said to Jairus, he would be out of my wheelhouse in ability to understand, and I can picture him or Nikolai Tesla or a dozen others, to be perfectly honest, getting frustrated with my ignorance. And I mean, ignorance way, just the not knowing of things, you know. But anywho, we'll get on down with it. And we got your proxies in there, and make sure to wave howdy to Declan and Sue to us for us from over here on this side of the pond. 73, and have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with GW8SDL. And come on down to my buddy Nick, KD8SLG. Who would you sit on a park bench and have a chat with?
KI5OZZ, this is KD8SLG. Good afternoon, Nancy, and all of the Boredom Breaker netizens. Apparently my node knew I was about to speak, so it took the opportunity to ID. Funny how that works, isn't it? Well, I'm going to go with someone who's alive for my choice today. I would like to sit down on a park bench with Kamala Harris and ask her what she's done in the past 3.5 years that makes her a good choice for president. It'll be a really short conversation. I'd have lots to eat after the word salad, and there'd probably be a bunch of nuts left over to feed the squirrels. Honestly, I'd like to sit down with my mom. I'd like to take this opportunity to invite everybody to the Beacon Net tonight. It's 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Tulsa time. Early check-in start a half hour before the net. Allstar node 48496, Echolink W8WKY-R. If you can get here, you can get there. We are linked up with the Boredom Breaker Hub. Hope to hear a bunch of you there tonight. Fine business, Nancy. KD8SLG, back to net control.
Well, Nick, I can't say that I blame you for the first choice, but definitely appreciate the second choice for your who you would chat with, and hopefully I'll be able to tune in to the Beacon Net tonight. I'm trying to put things to the side after 8 p.m. Tulsa time, so I can make room for that and not have a bunch of shenanigans and malarkey going on. But anywho, 73 at you, Nick. Hopefully I'll catch you later on for that. And have a wonderful Wednesday. Otherwise, we'll clear with KD8SLG. And come on down to John, KE8UIB. Who would you have a chat with if you could?
KI5OZZ from KAUIB. Good afternoon, Nancy, everybody out there on the net. And, you know, I'm with everybody. There's some loved ones and some friends I would give anything to chat with again, and I just don't have that opportunity. But with that being said, if I could sit down with anyone and just chat it'd be Lucille Ball, most definitely Lucille Ball for sure. She's probably one of my favorite TV actors. She's one of my most favorite TV actresses of all times, and I think it'd be a very interesting, a very comical experience, that's for sure. So that would be my pick. But with that, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and head back to work here, and thanks for having me on the net, Nancy, and thanks for running the net. This is K8UID, living a 5-hour dream, and that's what a type. I'm going to hand this back to net control. 7-3, show.
Well, thanks for joining us this afternoon there, John, and keep it salty at the salt mine out there. 73 to you, and have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday. We'll clear with KE8UIB and come on down to Mark, KE8SFS. If you could chat with anyone, who would it be?
No, that's a good question. I don't know what I would talk to, who I would, you know. I guess it would be our Lord Jesus, and ask him, you know, when are you going to take me? You know, all that, I don't know. I just put my chat in to say hello to you, Nancy. Hope you had a good day. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Kid at the Sarah Toaster, Martin, Wadburn, Ohio.
Well, Mark, you have a wonderful Wednesday and a great answer on the question. We'll clear with KE8SFS. 73 at you, and then let's see, next up we've got Lloyd, K5OSB, one of our esteemed net controls from the recent past. Good afternoon, Lloyd. How in the world are you?
KI5OZZ in the net, K5OSB. Hello, Nancy. Good to hear you in there. Thanks for running your hour. Hopefully I'll be able to get back in here one of these days. I still have trouble with when I talk too long, I get the coughing. But anyway, thanks for being there. I guess who I'd have to talk to, a relative. My grandpa husband, he died when I was about 2 years old. But I'd like to sit and talk with him and find out some more about my dad. But anyway, that's another one of them stories. But anyway, thanks again, Miss Nancy, for being there. Glad you're there and taking part here. So 7-3s to you. Catch you later. This is K5OSB. 7-3, everybody. Back to net control.
Well, Lloyd, you are sounding great today. So great to have you in here and amongst us. Great answer as usual. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday, and 73 to you. We'll clear with K5OSB and come on down to warm weather Wade. WD8MIU. Who would you have a chat with if you could?
Well, Miss Nancy, say hi to you and everybody else. You know, that's one of the best questions I've ever heard asked. I mean, I wish I would have tuned in earlier. I was in here when Dustin and Nick did the net, and then I got a couple of phone calls, and I'm on Echolink, and it kind of shut down, and I talking on the phone, and I looked at the clock and goes, oh my goodness, it's 10 till 3. So I went ahead and threw on the AIM screen or the blue screen to have Ray check me in, and I went back to the Echolink because I got them both on my phone, and you were asking for, you know, you had everybody. I thought, well, I'll go ahead and throw my call out then. At any rate, I wish I had tuned in earlier because the answers have been intriguing. I really like the answers, and Mark kind of stole mine there a little bit. I was going to say Jesus. I have a lot of questions for Jesus, and I think they're all positive. But you know, just to know what's going on with my relatives, and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know if anybody else said that besides Mark, but that was the first one that came to my mind. You know, my mom, I had a good relationship with my mom, and I don't feel like there's anything that's missing. You know, I don't feel like there's anything I should say to her I hadn't said, so that didn't come to mind. And my dad died young, and he was a workaholic, which is a good provider, but didn't have a real close relationship with him. I mean, we had a relationship, but just he was 30 when I was born, so I was kind of the trailer. But at any rate, good job on the question. I like that question. So I'm going to turn it back over to you. Have a great day, and if you decide to go out there and do some night fishing, wish you a lot of luck there on catching some stuff. So WD8MIU, Seminole, Florida. Back over to you, Miss Nancy.
Well, thank you, Wade. Great to hear from you. And yes, relatives would be a fascination to have a chat with for sure. 73 to you, and have a wonderful Wednesday. Hopefully it's not too hot down in there. We'll clear with WD8MIU. And that is the bottom of the list, and it is past the top of the hour. So, Ray, I would like to give you a chance to chat, K5CFY, if you don't mind. And I did see that Alex wants to get in there also, K5AVF. But I'll go ahead and make this the last round of check-ins for today's net. Last round, last call for check-ins on today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker net. This is KI5OZZ, the Oz. Question of the day is, if you could sit on a park bench and chat with someone, who would it be? Please come with your call phonetically and alphabetically. I'm listening.
This is Kilo Charlie 8, Mike Romeo Charlie. The name is Bob, and I live in Oakwood Village, Ohio.
Well, I guess that's it. So that's who we've got here. We've got K5CFY, if you would be so kind, because you're my right-hand man. And we got Alex, K5AVF, and KC8MRC Bob. Ray, if you're up for it, K5CFY, welcome to the net.
That's all I can think of right off. Family would definitely be in there as well. I've a lot of times thinking if I could just talk to my mom or dad about ask a question or something. But anyway, good question. Thanks for doing the net, and we'll say 73 to you. We'll clear K5CFY back to net control.
Well, thank you for your check-in, Ray, even though I kind of pushed you into it. But thank you so much for being my right-hand man today and negotiating the Netlogger for us. 73 at you. Have a wonderful Wednesday. We'll clear with K5CFY. And come on down to Alex, K5AVF. Welcome to the net this afternoon. If you could chat with anyone, who would it be?
Oh, good afternoon, Nancy. Good afternoon to the net. KI5OZZ, this is K5AVF Alex here. 10 miles south of Tulsa. We've got 88 degrees down here in the southern part of the county. And I tell you what, I just came in from Highway 75, and you don't want to be driving south on 75, especially during rush hour. Man, oh man, 141st Street is tore up big time, and they're putting in a bypass there, so it's going to be a mess for a while. But it'll be nice when they get it done, but it's a mess right now. Nancy, I guess it'd probably be my dad. I'd like to sit and
to have a nice long chat with my dad. I miss him. He's been gone about 10 years now, so I never knew anyone quite as intelligent as that man. Maybe everyone thinks that way about their dad, but I think he was rather sharp. He was a valedictorian of the electronics school in 1966 up in Miami, Oklahoma at the A&M up there. Anyway, that's all I've got for you, Nancy. Just wanted to get checked in. Sorry we're running late here, but that's the way second hour goes. And Ray, by the way, if you would respond to a text I sent you a little while ago, I'd appreciate it. Back to you, Nancy. KI5OZZ, K5ABF.
Well, I sure will. I apologize about that. I do put my phone on Do Not Disturb when I'm doing NCO. But great answer on that. Yeah, my dad is definitely probably on the top 5. I did have a great relationship for my dad, but as Grant, I think it was, it said that, he just thinks about something every now and again, and you just realize there's no one you can ask that to anymore. Doggone it. Well, Alex, you have a wonderful rest of Wednesday, and hopefully you can stay out of that ensnarlment at 141st off of 75, and 73 at you. We'll clear with K5ABF, and come on down to Bob, KC8MRC. He'll be our tail gunner for the net this afternoon. If you could sit on a bench and have a chat with someone, who would it be?
Good afternoon, KF5OZC. This is KC8MRC Bob in Oakwood Village, Ohio. That was a very intriguing question, and a lot of the answers I thought were very intelligent. It would be a toss between Albert Einstein, Sir Isaac Newton, or Nikolai Copernicus as to who I would want to sit down and on a bench and talk to. They were all intelligent in their own specific areas. With that, I'll say 7-3 to you and everybody on the net. This is KC8MRC, Bob in Oakwood Village.
Well, thank you, Bob. Have a wonderful Wednesday and a 73 at you. Great to hear you on the radio. KC8MRC will clear with. And that draws today's N5XQK Boredom Breaker net to a close this afternoon. This is Kilo India 5 Oscar Zulu Zulu, bidding everyone 73. And thank you so much for participating in today's net and every day whenever you call in for us, because without you, we wouldn't have a net. I'll now be returning the repeater back to normal amateur use, whatever that may be. And remember, when tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. 7-3, y'all. KI5OZZ.
This is KD8SLG. I'd like to thank everybody who participated in today's N5XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net. We'll be back again next Wednesday. Don't forget the Beacon Net tonight at 10 o'clock. Early check-in start a half hour beforehand. Return the repeater to customary amateur use at 3:16. This is KD8SLG. I'm clear.
Nick and everything. It's just another mode, Nick. Another mode. We doing that there. KCFQ, but we give it a workout. So that's what we like to do. KCFQ.
KC8FQB, KDSLG. All right, Mark, we'll talk to you later on tonight, I'm sure. And don't forget, the Worcester Net starts at 8 o'clock now. KD8SLG, clear.
Thank you for that, Nick. Yep. I remembered last week, I think it was. Yeah, I forgot 1 week, and then I think it may become a permanent thing. They were talking about it. So, well, it's September, so August is done. So, KCFK, I'll let you go, and We'll catch you later on. Yep, down the pages, down the wavelengths. KSFQA.
W8WKY. W8WKY, repeater PL1 14.8.